you want to know how to be a makeup lover and not break the bank, keep on watching. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Makeup Maria from Miami. If you're living your best life in your mid-plus years, or you love skincare and makeup, this is the place for you. When I started thinking about doing this video, I knew it was something that I needed to do myself anyway. I don't have loads of extra cash, and I know that because I have this channel, I need to create some guidelines to keep myself from overspending. Side note, when I told my family members about my new beauty channel, they said, great, all those makeup purchases are going to be used for something. So long story short, I thought, why not create a video with my plan for the future? And in that way, not only am I able to hold myself accountable, but I'm also able to take you guys with me on this journey so I can share with you what works and what doesn't work, and you can share with me and with whoever else is watching the videos, and we can learn together. So obviously the first thing to do is to set up a budget for makeup purchases. Before you can create a makeup budget, you have to create an overall budget. So I read a bunch of articles, and we'll link a couple of the best ones in the description box below. Most of the articles say to put it down in writing, on paper, a spreadsheet, an app. For me, it's just a simple table in Word. What I spend, my income, and expenses. Some, of course, keeping in mind that some of the expenses are set and some are not. Once you do this, you realize how much disposable income you have, and that can be depressing. But it's a reality check for sure, if I'm being honest. But it's vital in order to stay on track. If you're a makeup YouTube fan, you probably know about no buys and low buys. My philosophy, okay, and if you don't, low buys and no buys are when people purposely stop spending a lot of money on makeup, or either spend no money on makeup and skincare, or they spend a lot less than they typically spend. For me, my philosophy about no buys and low buys is that it's the same as diet or exercise plans. For me, it has to be a lifetime goal. I'm not particularly good at short-term solutions. I've lost 40 pounds and I've gained 40 pounds. And now I'm trying to create a lifetime goal where I can find the balance in what I consume when it comes to food, and also when it comes to, material possessions. Tip number 2, do not buy backups. I know that it's tempting. Sephora has this 20% discount on foundations right now, and I can't tell you how much I wanted to purchase a new foundation. But the truth is, I don't need it, even for review purchases, because I just purchased one of the latest hot items to review, so I don't need another foundation. Don't miss out on that video next week. Also, makeup products are improving all the time, so don't spoil the opportunity to try something new because you've stocked up on current favorites. Tip number 3, new releases. If you're really jonesing to purchase a new release, just pick one. You don't need multiple colors or shades of the actual product. I recently bought, and even if you're a content creator yourself, you don't need that. I recently bought one Pat McGrath blush and only one Lisa Eldridge lipstick, blush, and highlighter. Because let's face it, I'm obsessed with Lisa Eldridge, and if you don't know why, I have a video that I'll link below so you can see it. For my channel, I also purchased makeup items that I typically wouldn't use, knowing that my daughter would use it, and she can test it out for me. It's not only about not overspending, it's also about being wasteful. For example, she's much more of a mascara fan than I am, so I asked her to rate the Wayne Goss. She's not much of a fan, unfortunately. And the Charlotte Tilbury, also, she wasn't that much of a fan of that one. Another thing to remember about new releases, they're not going anywhere. Let a little time pass and you'll be surprised how differently you'll feel about that potential purchase. If you let some time go and look back, just a day or two, you probably won't feel the same way. And you'll question why you wanted to make that purchase. I know I have. Many, if not most of the time, you won't be as excited about spending your hard-earned cash, and you won't understand how this purchase was something on your radar. And if you don't feel that way, and it's in your budget, go ahead and purchase it. But giving yourself a little bit of that time to think about it, really, 9 times out of 10 for me, I don't purchase it. Tip number 4, Go through your collection. Of course, there's nothing new. This is nothing new, but it can be difficult if you live in a small space and you don't have all your makeup on display. I get it. That's my situation. Look for, when you do go, if you get the chance to go through your makeup, look for multiple products or shades. I typically buy too many nude lipsticks and lip liners, and they all look so similar. And honestly, nudes don't even look good on me. So I also have too many brow products because I'm always on the hunt for the perfect brow products. Stating the obvious, I know, but if you review your collection, you may be less tempted in buying more of the same. This just happened to me. I was recently jonesing for a new moisturizer, and then I went through my stuff and found that I had purchased one that I hadn't even opened. Yep. Out of sight, out of mind. Also, celebrate the products that you do have. I've seen a lot of content creators doing this type of video, and I think it's great. If you're a makeup collector, lover, just going through your stuff will bring you joy. So Marie Kondo that shit. If you don't know Marie Kondo, she's a master organizer, author, and she even has a Netflix show. So I'll leave a link below to her website in the description box. Tip number 5. Watch the right beauty channels. Some of my favorite content creators have combined beauty content with other things. Two of my favorites are Cydnee Black Makeup and History and Ashley A. Beauty Biography. They're both super entertaining, so I highly recommend them, and I will link them below. Or watch beauty related content that isn't product specific. For example, Charlotte Holdcroft recently released a Solving Your Makeup Dilemmas video. That's another one that I'll link below. Anti-hauls are also definitely must watch when you're trying to stay on a budget. This is a series of videos popularized by Kimberly Clark. She's a drag queen content creator and performer activist. Watching Kimberly's videos on anti-consumerism is an education that most people need. I know I did. Also, Abby Williamson is another content creator that has super salty anti-hauls, and they're a must-watch. I'll link both in the description box. Declutter videos are another choice for as far as watching beauty channels. It's something that as a content creator I have not employed because I'm not always interested in watching that type of video. I think it has something to do with maybe my anxiety. I have trouble seeing all that stuff, and I stress about containing it all. So, but I do have 2 containers full of makeup products that I need to declutter. So if you're interested in that video, let me know and I'll do it. So thank you. Just, leave a comment below in the description box. I also thought I should mention drugstore products. For me right now, I'm not interested in reviewing drugstore products. I know myself, I've tried in the past, I purchase them, I'll try them out once, and then I won't try them out again, and I give them away. I declutter that immediately because I just know I'm not going to use it. So I know that, reviewing drugstore products is a way to stretch the dollar, so I may revisit this in the future. But for now, I don't plan on reviewing drugstore products. I'm sorry. There are plenty of other content creators out there that can do that for you and do a much better job. The pandemic. I know also for me, the pandemic caused me to use makeup as a way of dealing with my anxieties. I'm trying to find other ways to deal with that anxiety. So I'm reading more. Easy page turners are good, to get yourself back into reading. Obviously, exercising, listening to music, meditation, whatever works. But I think that dealing with anxiety is something, the pandemic, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere, unfortunately. So I think that those other ways of dealing, of coping with the stresses it's a good lesson no matter what's going on. But to be sure, the irony is not lost on me that now that I have a YouTube channel, I want to keep my makeup spending under control. I plan on sticking to my budget and buying only what I'm genuinely interested or want to review within reason. And so I hope I can do this. I hope to take you on this journey. So let me know if you have any tips, if you think this is a good idea, if you want to participate with me. So let's do this. And that's it. That's my plan. That's my strategy. Leave a comment below, again, if you're interested in learning more or joining me on this journey. And if you want to leave us any tips, how you've made it work. They're always helpful. So don't forget to like and subscribe. It's very important that you engage. Even if you don't like, the way YouTube works is even if you don't like my video, that engagement is useful for my channel. So please like my video, subscribe. Even if you don't like it, don't like my video, but push that button because it's important. Thank you for watching. Wear sunscreen. Bye.